delay. It's okay. I'll be in the meantime. What's up? What's up, people? What's up? You'll get a little delay right now. How's it going? How's it going? And in the meantime, I'll see if I can take a gander out in the sky and find this wonderful meteor floating between the moon and the Earth. That's right.
You're gonna gander?
I'm gonna take a gander.
A gander. He's gonna take. You're gonna take a gander.
I'm gonna take a gander.
So
man.
there's like ganders to spare that you could actually take one on your own out somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a gander.
All right.
That's right.
I don't know if they have a gander checkout system.
It's a little reindeer.
You would think it's like a library card. You have to present something.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. I like, here we go, starting off already, man. Like I said, this is, believe it or not, don't get no formal introduction. This is how we meet to talk. It may last 2 minutes.
I'm gonna get that together, you guys. We're gonna have formal introductions, but excuse me, everyone. We're interrupting our regularly scheduled broadcast to begin with the newly regularly scheduled broadcast, which is the community manager meeting. We're going to be doing it here every Tuesday. Right now it's at 7 p.m. There may be an issue of moving it back to 8 p.m., you guys, because it looks like we may be having, that's one of the things we'll be talking about, production, some more production stuff coming up in the earlier evening.
Yep.
So we wanted to bring that up. And the idea of this meeting is to get together with those folks that we regularly commune with who are running internet television channels and to handle some of their questions. And why? Because everybody has kind of the same issues, and rather than trying to explain the same thing to 15 different people, we decided certain things we could try to do all together. So we've told people to submit questions, those of you who are running channels, and we got some very good friends of ours out there running channels. People like Christian Commodore, Michael Crichton Rogers, a bunch of people, Acapello,
right,
DeGeneral,
right, yeah,
so there's a number of folks, a lot of folks out there doing various things. Mac McAllister, PMC,
right,
various artists, various friends of ours, and so we wanted to make ourselves available for some questions. So this is how we do it. So it's like our office hours. Now again, we've prioritized the people who submit some things on by email. But those of you who don't submit by email, that's okay. That's okay. We will be taking questions from the chat room.
Yep. And so you guys can understand really what the benefit of this is that sometimes there may not be no questions or may not be any Q&As. What we've done is just designate a date to bundle activities that may be interpreted as how to, FYI, guess what, some redundancy in information, and an outlet for those who may or may not have questions. And a lot of times it doesn't land on a Tuesday and it may not land at this time, but you will know this is the designated hour. And this is how we do it. We're designating this half hour. It's interrupting our broadcast, but it's our show. So Mario has at it. If he has no Q&A, he then introduces what he thinks is important for you guys to know.
Right, and so we're working on getting a standard format. That's one of the things Victor and I have been working on, and so we're going to exchange some items. So one of the things I wanted to say initially is that we may have a change in time because we may be having a regular studio recording time on Tuesdays from 5 till 7.
Right.
In which case we may move the community manager meetings back from till 8, 8 till 9. Because if we do that, we're going to try to be bringing you live the reality show that is the studio session,
right,
from 5 to 7. Yeah. Now, remember, part of what we do here is to raise the issues. Again, everybody, one of the things that is, Vic, that I noticed, what's the hardest things for people to do? We got to continue to acknowledge the ongoing issue, and that's to regularly create video content to place on their channel.
The same issue that's been going on for a lot of the folks for like 15 years.
Same issue. Now, one of the things I did want to recommend, Vic, and tell me how you thought about this.
Right.
Especially when you have upcoming events, that's something that's a really good idea of something to post videos about.
Right.
It's about the upcoming events. Now, people tend to tweet, but how about little regular short little videos, video commercials?
Yeah, I think what you're also is great a suggestion. I always say the more the branding, more commercials you have, the better it is. I think people have to change what they call this philosophy of tradition, and the tradition being the same old way they introduce events. They keep a distance from it. They want it to be like mysterious, and they're saying, "Hey, look, let's just keep it this way." Then when you guys walk into the building, surprise, surprise, and we're saying that holds true. But if you have some value in addition to it, I think it would do a wonderful thing to continue to say how much pre-promotion you can do and do it by video without you having to go out and go into this lofty budget to make something that's 30 seconds, a minute, and interact it with your channel, just like a tweet. You know, what's the difference in a tweet and a message and an announcement? It's what contains in that tweet. And the tweet is a to me, it's like a train station. And sometimes you may bring your hat, your coat, your suitcase, your luggage, the band, the women, the man. You do whatever you put in that tweet is what the message is going to get. Kind of reminds me of our RSS feed days when we said, you know, what's the purpose of that RSS feed? We kept saying, you know, I got to understand what it's going to do. Well, now you have a better understanding. It is your carrier pigeon, so to speak.
Well, that's part of the thing that we think that people have to kind of understand when it comes to running their channel is that those are the simple things that need to be done regularly.
Right.
For example, if you have a Ning site, if you actually do have a Ning site, the Ning site has an event section.
Right.
And so sometimes you have to put things in as an event, but it may be a smaller thing.
Right.
Like I'll be at the mall doing such and such.
Yeah.
You know, but you want to keep using those aspects of your site.
Right.
And for most of the websites that are out there, these are things that are built in. The computer's tripping on them.
Oh yeah, it is. It's already there. Don't worry about it. You know, and you know what is part of this meeting? Don't our equipment act up while we're having meetings all the time? So no, but you hit the nail on the head, Mario. I mean, you really are talking about people learning to take on an additional responsibility. That's what you're really saying.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because no matter who you are, all of our associates need to do commercials about themselves. It's the truth.
Yeah.
And the truth is that you don't need one, you need about 10.
Right. you need more than that. And really, you know what, sometimes here's the things. This forum right now is for us to philosophically figure out how to have better business revenue earnings. Now, if you're here to do it as a hobby, then take your time. But I thought the whole purpose for everybody is to gain what they call success and momentum in what they're doing. And so to the end, to make things look like it is successful, you need participation and intervention and some new technologies that are accelerators. And aren't you talking about acceleration?
That's exactly. But I'm trying to narrow it down so that you can get, okay, there's a bunch of things to do. Now, remember, what's so good about all these sites, and we're talking about basically Ning for your website,
right?
Which is what we're suggesting.
Right.
Even if you don't have the Ning website, that's not mandatory. We feel it is sort of mandatory to have the livestream.com account.
Yeah.
Because you need to start to work with, that's where you're going to learn the skills of working with your channel. I'm going to say that again. You need to have your livestream.com account.
Right.
Now, most of the people where we built your stuff, we built that for you. For those of you who don't, you got to get the livestream.com account. And just in playing with that, and what do I mean by playing with that? You make your livestream.com account. You make your YouTube.com account. Mm-hmm. You upload your videos to YouTube using TubeMogul,
right,
so you can get the extra data, and then you take the video, pull it over from YouTube,
right, into
your livestream.com channel.
Watch this. I love this. Wait a minute. No, you keep on going. This is what happens. When she hears us talking in the studio, she wants to come in.
So you pull it into your livestream.com account. So that's the basic, simple thing. I'll say it again. I'm going to say it again because it's really simple. It's really simple. But this is the basic thing you got to do. It's the very basic thing you're going to do. You're going to have a YouTube.com account and a Livestream.com account. And you're going to also make an account at TubeMogul, TubeMogul.com. We've talked about it before.
Right.
You're going to make an account at TubeMogul. And then you're going to use TubeMogul uploading software that's free
Right.
to upload your videos to YouTube. And then you're going to take that and pull that video from YouTube over into your channel at livestream.com.
Right.
And you're going to do this over and over and over again because you're going to make video playlists. And you're going to do some video playlists of people you know, but you're going to have to get their permission because there's a whole copyright issue, which you will read about up there.
Can I ask you a question, man? Because you guys got to understand, Mario's been hitting live stream back when it was Mogless. And if we go back and look at all the content of what we're talking about, taking advantage of this application, have you received any feedback from people who attempted to use it? How did it respond? I know PMC said, hey, I got one so far. So, to me, it probably is to learn that there hasn't been any problems with the people who are using it, the utilization. It's just the ones who are not using it yet, right?
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing. They may have made the account because remember that's why I gave the exercise, Vic, right? I love to simplify for you guys. So that's why I'm going to say it a third time. What is the basic exercise I want you to do over and over? It's a matter of how many times a week. I want you to make videos, shoot video, your weekly update, and then get to be like journal updates, that kind of a thing.
Right.
And then I want you to practice and use the software TubeMogul to upload those same videos to YouTube.com. And I want you to pull those over from YouTube.com into Livestream.com and learn how to do this. And then make your playlists with your other videos in between and do it over and over and over again. That's why I said it 3 times, because that's the most basic part of running you running your channel that you're going to be doing over and over again. And that's why I wanted to get it down to that. If you haven't done that one time, if you've not done that one time, then that's what I'm saying. You need to get going because I need you to do that over and over, every one of them. Every community manager person, because everybody's going to be doing short videos, and another thing is start doing shorter. You guys got to try to do these videos, these little announcement videos, even the videos that you guys are sending to us. You guys got to try to get those down around 2 minutes.
And I think
I got to tell you guys that because it's a little hard if you send us a video for the broadcast and they're 5 and 10 minutes, because then I have to figure out whether to play the whole thing or to cut it up. See, most of the videos, okay, remember now, think about, that's why it's good for you to do this yourself. Practice posting 30-second, 1 minute, 2 minute short videos regularly about what's going on in your world. A weekly update can be 5 to 10 minutes, though.
Yeah,
okay?
I think the question at hand, and I can't wait to get something to follow just what you're doing, Mario, is I love to hear when people say, what's the reason why they haven't used it? Because a lot of people are not going to even respond. You're going to be talking to people right now who's going out right now, and they're going to go ahead and say, I don't need to hear anymore. I'm going to do it. I've already implemented the follow-up. I'm doing it. For those who may be probably second-guessing, sometimes it's a matter of where do you fit where's your role? Are you artistic? Are you management? Are you wearing all hats? And I think what you're saying is they all have to wear multiple hats, become more visual, whether they're a one-man team or not. You're saying use this as a platform.
Yeah, exactly. Solve the problem.
Right.
For example, let's say you can't do that. Then get somebody who can.
Right.
If you can't be the on-air personality, get your old lady. Get your boyfriend.
PMC, he says, I got you. Okay.
Okay. Everybody got that. I hate that. They give that. I can't. You produce it.
Well,
you know what they cool about PMC? See, what happens with people like PMC, they have the audio expertise. See, and the setup, because we was checking out his setup. So they have they have the nice studio, and they can do the audio.
Oh yeah.
So they could do their own audio pieces. So at the minimum, the audio pieces with Animoto should be sharp. And we tell you guys, if you're gonna have your own channel, what are you gonna do? Show a video, then a commercial, video commercial, something like that, right? Or 2 commercials, video. See, this is the stuff I want you thinking. I'm not going to answer it for you. I'm just going to pose the question. Why? Because I want you to make the commercials. You need to make, if you have something upcoming, make a commercial for it. These are the things to get into rotation at your channel. And some things should be weekly. No one's done it yet because I know. But I said they should be doing a weekly update, right? I said a weekly update. I said everybody do a weekly update because that's the simplest one to do. And I said just make it short. But it's an update about your company, about your journey. About your journey, about whatever. See, it's your same reality. How is it any different for you than for me? That's the part that cracks me up. It's the same thing. You have to talk about what's going on. Today, my car broke down, and I'm struggling to be an independent producer. Well, just make it quick.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing I will suggest for some of you is this. For some of you, because you need to speed up your videos, okay, either you consider cue cards, or how about music beats in the background and try to talk along to the beat. That'll move you along, right? How about some beats? Boom. You know how the radio does those cool beats in the background when the DJ comes to those segments where the DJ, hey, so get a signature beat. If you're going to regularly make commentary, to get a regular intro to it.
Right.
Maybe have a little backbeat and try to make them shorter now. But again, what am I trying to get you? To get regular content into that channel.
Right.
So I said a weekly update about what's going on with your company, your group, your journey. I said then also other little diary entries,
right,
kinds of things, and get those doing. I also said, remember, if you can't do them, produce them of your friends talking about you. See, sometimes your friends can't, you go like, what do you want me to say? You ask your friends, do I want you to say something about me? Then they go, well, what? What do you want me to say? You say, forget it, just write it for them. I'm saying, write it for them. Say this about me. And, let them, if you know they can ad-lib. But remember, I'm trying to get you in this regular mode of making the video. And the other thing is make your regular, those, notice we tend to make these intro segment videos. Make those. I told you, those of you, I bought my video, iStockPhoto.com.
Right.
I went there and bought video. Just like that guy dumping the coffee in his face, I bought a video and added audio to it.
Yep.
PMC, you could totally do that.
Yeah.
So you could get videos and add the audio to it. Mac, all of you guys can. Oh, by the way, like I always throw it up to, is that how we took, Mac McAllister did voiceovers for me. And we used those.
Right. Well, it's funny. You got a question here that actually related to Animoto. PMC, he out of Pittsburgh said, but can you do commercials without biz account on Animoto? And I think he's talking about the business account. Can you do it?
I have the account that's $35 a year.
Right.
And I make 100 videos a year there.
So that answer is yes?
So I would just get the $35 a year account.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you need to make them of unlimited length.
Yeah.
Because what do I regularly do? I regularly make audio tracks
right.
that I upload into there and then pull in pictures.
Right.
And that output that as a video. And then I can send it right from there straight to YouTube.
True.
It'll export it right to YouTube.
Yep.
So it's worth $35 a year. I guarantee you this. Mac, PMC, if they spend the $35 a year, PMC, you're going to do more than 35 videos in the year. I guarantee you. I know it might seem like a lot, but I bet you. I bet you do more than 35 videos. Because you use them with the pictures. Even if it's the same picture repeating.
Right.
Right? You do a little voiceover, or you do a promo thing for an album, or if you have, remember what I told you, if you have to turn every track on an album or a CD into a video, you upload the track in the Animoto with different pictures, you shuffle them around,
right.
and that's how you do it.
Yep.
That's how you make, and that's why your videos for your tracks never look shabby. See, you're going to start with cold.
Right.
They're going to be cold from the beginning.
Right.
Because you got tough tracks. All you got to do is change the pictures up. But from the very get-go, I guarantee you, if you make your videos, at least the most basic video that you should ever have for one of your tracks is an Animoto video where you uploaded the track into Animoto, pulled in the picture, paid it $35 for a year. and you'll make the bomb videos. The first one will be the bomb. You'll be right. You'll be thanking me. And you're going to make more than 35 in a year. That's what my point is.
Yeah.
That's what I use.
Yeah. Yeah.
So get the but you need to count as $35 a year because you need to make them of unlimited length, right? Because if you're going to be uploading a full length track up there, and if you don't have enough pictures, just upload the same pictures 10 times.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And let me pass on some other message to you. If $35 a year is too much, get out of the business.
Hey Vic, because he said that, I'm gonna go to Animoto real quick again and show them.
Okay.
We're gonna go to We're gonna show you again the Animoto account that we have. Well, actually, I don't actually have to go there, Vic. I can actually show because see, here's the thing. All these segments we use on the broadcast, how many of those are Animotos? Damn, they're all.
Yep, they're all.
See, watch. I'm about to show you. Because I have a folder and I play them. This is exactly what I use on the air. I use Windows Media Player. And I have a broadcast playlist that I call Broadcast Animoto. Okay, now here, take a look. This is Drunk in a Smoky Bar. Remember the song I Love Creative Commons?
Yep.
Okay, here's that song as an Animoto. I'm just playing them in the Windows Media Player. You got sound?
You're about to bring it. If not, we'll rewind again.
No, we got sound.
Okay.
Okay, take a look at this now. So I took the Creative Commons track and uploaded it into Animoto. Okay? And used our pictures. And I do, whenever I showcase tracks for you guys on the show, how often do you see visuals while I'm doing it? So I did these in Animoto, $35 for the year. There's Danny. Okay, so now I'm saying PMC. People like you will have 30, 40 tracks to turn into videos, okay? You could do 20, 30 of them in a night. That's what I'm saying.
Well, at least PMC's already started. He's got the basic account, so he's already committed himself to this. So it's just like I said, it's a philosophy that you are going through because most of the time you're talking about it, applying it and how.
Well, the reason why we put it into the homework category now is because everybody who has a channel needs to add content, basically commercials.
Right.
That's the first thing. And second thing, a whole bunch of people who are running channels do music and need to make music videos. Now, while they can't afford it, they don't have the people, they need to make music videos right now because they need to get their tracks up on YouTube.
Right.
For everybody who's in that situation, Animoto is the $35 solution that's going to give you a totally professional outcome.
There you go.
Okay, that's why. Take a look. Here's what I did. I took Mac McAllister, did voiceovers for us, and I added his own graphics to it. And once again, here's an example.
Pack Stereo TV, Neo Urban Internet Television.
I made some graphics that just consisted of titles, text.
The new in cyberspace. This is Mac McAllister.
That's Mac
host
Graphics.
Of Online with Mac, Retro Jazz and Blues, extending to you a personal invitation.
Kristen Commodore can do commercials that are entertaining when she sings.
Why should I?
Sterling Williams can do commercials where he
If you happen to
sings,
be a performer,
dances,
maybe you have
acts
your own indie
crazy.
label and you want to take it to the next level.
Shows his own. He's got a
Here's
wonderful
what
photo
Pack Stereo
collection.
TV has to offer.
You know what I'm saying?
350 channels in development. Hip hop to jazz, spoken word to current.
Michael
social
Creighton
media
Rogers
movements.
has
Now, this is
pictures,
important
pieces,
Networking
commercials.
for media professionals.
So you guys, that's what I'm trying to show because I want all of you need to have this stuff. And remember, if you make a lead in, lead out for little segments, then you start packaging things regularly and putting them up there on your channel.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to get you going because I know some people go, what do I do?
Oh, well, it's the camera. Like, come on, let me just. See, he's being nice. I'm not going to be nice. You guys just
Tell him, Vic.
get it. The fear is comfort in front of the camera. You've never had to really consider doing it. You've always been away from it. Now you're having to go on the other side of the fence. That's right. Be in front of the camera. I do it all the time. Talk to myself. Have peace with yourself.
And you're running a switcher over there.
And trying to talk on the phone at the same time because it's a lifestyle.
That's right. We're trying to get you to see that.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle. In other words, the point is, what's the good part? That you can go in there and play with it. Don't try so hard to be perfect.
Right.
Be a little more forgiving of yourself and be willing to experiment.
Right.
You know, try to do that. Okay. Now, so we wanted to bring that out. Now, new developments of interest for you guys to be aware. You got it. Vic and I, we bit the bullet. We made the investment into the smartphones. That's what Vic's over there. We both got the new iPhone 4S. There's other kinds of smartphones out there that use the stuff. But what do we have? I don't know. Vic, what is your opinion so far? Because we talk about the phone being,
right,
especially today, being the piece that'll tie you into your channel. It's interesting, but the Nokia, all those inexpensive Nokia phones,
right.
For some reason, Nokia has the connection and tie-in because they have all the apps for Nokia phones.
Right. And
it's funny, everything Nokia.
Yeah. It's there's a brand there, man, and also it's something else too. To me, I've been able to work around the lifestyle depending on what I want to use the phone for. And if you're listening to this, most of the people who are younger, they use these phones like it's going to the movies, but they're just showing themselves and showing others. They don't have to be convinced to do it. They do it. What we're trying to say is it's like you not relying on your desktop anymore. There's no excuse for you to say, I can't interact, I can't show video, pictures, I can't interact with my phone until I get back to the studio and get home. Now, this phone, I haven't been able to use other phones, Mario, so this is a big jump from where we were with the BlackBerry. So I've already been able to embrace it for other reasons because the BlackBerry was my connectivity. Right. I just didn't use it for the live streaming of video on the spot at certain special events, which I will do with this one.
Now, because here's the thing I'm starting to say, and I think I'm going to be more firm on it in the future. I think you have to try doing video with your phone. It's got to almost be one of the homework assignments. It's almost got to be, you guys.
Right.
I just been working with it for like a day or two, and the functionality's too much.
Right.
It's awesome. You got to do these. And here's the thing. I actually think that really the great exercise for most people is to really try to do their whole channel with just a phone for a while.
Yeah.
Just like you were 16.
Yep.
If it's all you had was your phone and you were 16, you had no money.
Yeah.
You would do everything with your phone at the house.
True. Absolutely.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that's the learning thing to do and the important way to approach it. And I think that's going to give you the most bang for the buck. I really do. And I would, if I was out there, if I was a person out there, that's what I would do.
Absolutely. But you have a mindset, and you've crossed over to the light side, not the dark side. And it's a reason why. And once you embrace it, you can't get away from it now. Now, notice, Mario, you had to go through that point now where you send messages by video. So you just got away from the whole thing.
I did my first response to a text message with a video.
That's right.
But let me tell you, and I hate to make people feel bad, but you got to get a phone that does apps.
That's correct.
And sharing of apps is going to be part of the whole new culture.
Right.
We will share apps with you, too. I put a bunch of new apps on my phone. Let me tell you what apps I'm using right now, okay? I have VU, which is the one that allows for people to send you video messages for your shows and then have you respond to it.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful app. It's VYOU. Check it out or search it. I have Live Streams app for livestream.com. Right. I have Ustreams broadcaster app, Justin TV broadcaster app. Okay? I have this wonderful thing called Bump where if we both have it, we can tap our hands, our phones, and transfer our information.
There you go.
Okay, I got Movie Phone. Then I got a bunch of sports. NFL Mobile, CBS Sports Mobile. Okay?
Yep.
And then I've got more sports. I've got Fox Sports. I got my bank. I got RT.com. I got France 24, Al Jazeera, ESPN. Then also Uvu.
Right.
Uvu. And then I just a little bit of music stuff to match your piano. But the thing you got, Quick TV. Excuse me. You got to have Quick. QIK, Quick Video. That is the application that's used by most of them to tie in your phone so you can stream live.
Right.
Because can you imagine this? I can take this phone right now and cut into the broadcast. I have to do it one day on the air. Cut in just like this. Cut in with the broadcast and then go to the phone and say, "Hi, this is Marlon Hemsley. I'm streaming live here from Crenshaw, and I see donuts. I want donuts. I will have donuts."
Yep.
See, I can do wonderful broadcasts like that you all will appreciate from my phone, tap it in, and doing it all the time. That's what I want you to practice with. How can you do any wrong? YouTube PMC, I think Mac, all of us. Mac can even do it with voice and animation thingies, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be videotaping scenery and then talking near it or whatever so they have your voice.
Yep.
But I think all of us have to play around with a smartphone and our channel. Okay? That's part of the hot tech development, too.
Interesting. Let me ask you something. You know, the Quick app has been out for how long?
About 3 years. Three
Yeah, what is that? You know, I'm just letting
three,
you
at least three or 4 years.
Yeah, and what I'm trying to
3
say,
years.
they didn't wait. That application did not wait for the iPhone. The people that were already using that was taking full advantage of it the best way they can. And then you had that group
Because they got bought. I can't remember who they bought.
which is exactly what they
Everybody
wanted.
gets bought.
Yeah, what they wanted. So in other words, before the smartphones became fashionable, somebody found that investing in this application is actually a win. And here we are with the smartphones and the whole idea of saying, let me see if I can use it. They already knew this was going to be a value. So I'm applauding Quick the Quick app, and also saying, you're doing a good job of endorsing some of these applications. They need to pay you, man.
Well, yeah, because I got to test it. I'm trying to remember. Look what I'm trying to give you guys solutions. I'm trying to give you solutions on every level. What's the most basic level? I want you to be able to interact with your channel from your phone, because this is the thing. Everybody's getting the phones.
Yeah.
That's why. And you can really control your channel from your phone. So learning how to do that, being sophisticated at it, that's a key feature. Some of you are going to be better than others.
That's true. That's true. And if you're wondering why I'm with the phone here, I'm actually sending messages and receiving messages to let people know that we're on this broadcast. So it's not to say that it's not part of this. It's actually part of this show. And you will always see me with it because it is the easiest way to access information and respond to you. So if you don't want to be seen on chat and you want to send me a question by my iPhone, you can. And that's what I'm doing right now, responding.
Ain't that wow, such wizardry.
I'm trying, man.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Okay, Vic. Now, so this is a community manager meeting. We do we do talk about issues that are involved with running channels, okay? One of the recent things that's coming up for us as a channel and a network, which also will come up for you all, is the issue as being involved as a sponsor. Now, Vic, any insights onto this? Anything you want to share about this issue of sponsorships? Especially in light of the upcoming...
Yeah, we actually, without getting into a lot of information, because this is how to versus how should you sponsor. Well, I think sponsorships are really just relationships, cross collaborations, deals made to offer support for each other. We have one with Eddie Gray Music, and they invited us to be a sponsor, and we invited ourselves to return that. And the way we're doing it is supporting them by doing things like this. Also being able to use the social media applications that you have been able to use, endorse. And so to me, it made it easier to go out and not do the traditional thing. Let me go get a sponsor that has some big cash and big money. This is about building a campaign ongoing. So, and I recently talked to another company, For You Entertainment.
Okay.
Shay, if you are looking at this, God bless you. I love what you guys are doing. That's all we talk about is building this transparent castle. You may not see the brick and mortar, but you keep building. Don't worry about competition. I'm going to tell you the first thing that we're saying, what Mario's talking about without me going directly in it. A lot of times artists, management, everybody wants to be me, 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 me. You just want to be me. You only want you to do it. I've already told somebody, I don't ever foresee myself wanting to be in my own business by myself. That's the death march of having no life. And so I think when we talk about sponsorships, some of the things that you've done, Mario, has been able to be the example of sponsorships. Why? Haven't you built websites?
Exactly. Well, you sponsor them to me usually with what the work you already can do easily.
You've already done that.
That you can already do easily, right, for them because you have to donate something usually.
And it's not traditional, is it?
No.
No. So the example of what you're doing here to me is trying to encourage people, and in the return, you know what you've gotten from it? You've been energized. You've been able to also excite them, allow them to have a jump start, and in return, you're getting feedback and collaborations from that. Christian Commodore, others like that, artist Eddie Gray, and you never had to leave the seat.
No, and to tell you the part that's getting even more exciting, you guys, is because, and I'm trying to push you and give you the how-to now, because we are running a 24-hour broadcast setup that you could be running too.
Right.
We have commercial slots.
Yes.
And we're learning how to run them more efficiently.
Right.
Because I didn't have anything to compare it to. And I had to learn this stuff. And stuff there's no way of knowing how. I had never, you say that, just think, what would you do? Set up commercials, every half an hour, every quarter? I had to go figure it out my way of playing with it and set up commercial slots because the software will do all of that. And now because of that, we're able to offer commercial places to promote our friends and associates. So now I'm working on a way where if I plug you into the software the right way, you'll play like every hour at least every hour, this ad of yours will play. And then another one where it'll play every hour but on the half hour. And all these different things. So the whole point is that we are able to do sponsorships that basically involve either through technical support, broadcasting support. We're now adding those capabilities, and we're able to do them more and more. But remember, I have to say, look at what makes it so much better. Look at what Mac McAllister,
yep,
doing those voiceovers, and what Mac is able to do with his 3D animations. How we embrace each other, support each other. That's the whole thing about this community manager thing.
True.
Because I'm trying to share the how-to. I'm not holding back anything. I don't feel like my competition is with you all. It's with self. And then I'm trying to make my industry money.
True.
And that really is the truth. So we want to show you and share with you how to do these things. We already know how to do them. We're doing them and doing a bunch of things and trying to get more efficient at it. Okay?
Right. Definitely.
All right, so that was good. Vic gave you those things. He told you now. And I think it's important to recognize once again, it cannot be overstated what Vic said again about embracing and dealing with your fear of the camera.
Yes.
Come on now, y'all got to.
Yes.
I'm telling you to get busy.
Right. And, now let me ask you something, Mark, before we go any further. Are you willing to accept phone calls during this show?
Yeah, we'll take any kind of phone. Or
okay, all right.
Any of, actually, I went out and bought one of those special, room intercom phone thingies. I bought a reconditioned one, though. Gotta do that, cheap. I bought a reconditioned office intercom phone. I searched them online, read about it. So I got a good, I'm very proud of this phone. It does great. So we should be able to take phone calls.
Okay.
And put them on the air.
Okay.
It'll ring and then we just have to decide on how to deal with it.
No, I just...
Well, you trying to embrace?
No.
Plus, you can have them call on yourself, on your phone. You can hold up to the mic.
I know. The funny is I have somebody who actually, unfortunately, they just moved to the East Coast. And they haven't been able to get everything set up. So they say they want to call in so he could actually listen to the show. They said, my internet is not connected. But they're interested in the show. And I'm laughing because I'm going, you won't know what the hell we're talking about. So I'm going to have to call my phone.
That's
okay.
Impressive. That's impressive.
It's impressive, yes. So I'm laughing. And I said, okay, I'll take care of it. So you continue, man. You'll see me.
All right, you guys. So remember, this is the community manager meeting. Most of the issues again come from what are the initial? Man, we want to get more input, but remember everybody gets caught up in their stuff. So what are Victor and I doing proactively in order not to make people feel too set upon or pressure? We're not dealing with the individuals just yet. We are looking at everything, and then we're making notes, and then we're coming back and talking about topics that we think everybody needs to think about, okay? That's the way we're approaching it for now. And we're also always trying to bring you a hot tech item. And we talked about the smartphone again today. That's going to be a regular. I don't know if I'll be able to use that as a specific hot tech item in and of itself.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
But it's one of the things to think about.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Sounds good.
We talked about how you can interact with folks. We talked about as sponsor by having them be on your channel. Remember,
Right.
are you making little commercials about them and you say, well, I don't do the best you can. What if you made little cheesy commercials for a while, but they got better? I mean, that's what I did. That's what mine were. So, you could do it and make commercials you'll get better. And especially when you take your time and work with the audio. There's a lot of inexpensive. You know what's so wonderful today is that the tools out there, Vic,
Right.
are inexpensive and excellent.
Well, yeah.
You can use damn near anything.
Yeah, it's the part where somebody's got to tell you and keep reminding you of how easy it is. And a lot of times we think what has happened is exactly what's going to happen to you. We started doing this for a reason, and what has it done? It has mobilized a frontier for us. It has brought in relationships. We wouldn't know folks like yourself, PMC, Mac. All these wonderful relationships came from this. So the brand of what we've done here has been affected by us getting in front of the camera. And to me, I hold that as the number one value in what we were doing here. If we were not in front of the camera, I'm not saying that we would not be known, but I think our personal connection has lent some credibility. Of course, it can get better. But I can turn around and tell you point blank, this has been a wonderful journey.
All right. Well, before we go out, we got to raise the intellectual issue of the week, and it's not so much. It's also a financial issue, and Vic's a good sport, because I want to really throw it at Vic. Vic, how do you feel about the idea of an artist? We've been embracing and telling people
Right.
that we think that you should, for now, build your site at Ning.com.
Right.
You can build it other places. There's other places that we could review. People who want us to look at other places will go look.
Right.
We suggested them because we said that it allowed for the other social networking feature. Even though we fully embrace sites like Reverb Nation. I have to give honorable mention to things like Reverb Nation. But there's other reasons why I say build a site at Ning.com. On the long term,
Right.
if you have multiple projects,
Right.
and you're going to be dealing with the internet with multiple projects for
Right.
the rest of your life,
Right.
we think that it's the learning of how you can run them.
Right.
This gets you going in a really professional way
Right.
right now, and that's why we've been embracing Ning.
Right.
So, and Ning costs $24 a month for you to have a basic site.
Right.
That's like $20 or $25 a year.
Right.
But to really do anything, you need the plus, and that's like $230, $240 a year.
Right.
Or $24 a month.
Right.
Vic, as part of this whole controversy, what do you think about the person who's really trying to deal with this issue of making that investment?
This is a difficult one because I think we're in what we call the fast, put something in, some information, don't spend a lot of time and move on. I think Reverb Nation, we celebrate it because, one, it's very self-contained where on the page you get what you get and that's it. But you can't affect any of the other things.
You can't do any editing.
Done.
You can't plug in your
can't
video
do it.
widgets.
Right.
To say you can do certain, you do a lot of things.
But it doesn't allow you to have your brand identity. It's a Reverb Nation page, which I absolutely love and celebrate.
I love them too.
But it's not the home base for you building your empire out. In other words, when you start looking at your whole conglomeration of not just your art, but everything else that comes with it, you want something else. Ning allows you to actually treat your page like a Reverb Nation page. You can actually build what they have for you within the parameters.
Better control.
Right. Or you deal with the CSS or HTML if you are involved in that, and you can reframe, make it look so as if it's your own website and they would never know its name.
Now, here's the thing. I tell you this. If you could afford it, see, this is where it gets funny. I can totally see having a Reverb Nation page and a Ning website. But here you're going to get your own page when you make your CD Baby account or when you make your TuneCore account.
Right.
You know, whatever one you do. But I like, remember, if you say, Mario, why do you keep stressing the Ning site? Because I want you to get some life skills, and I want you to start paying the dues on them now. It'll really help you. This is for most of the producer people, because you actually are going to be running your own real network. I'm just preparing you for the big picture, that's all.
Right.
And it's not terribly hard. One thing I will say is when you first get your Ning site, when you start looking at the controls, you can say, wow, look at all this stuff. But that's my part. My point. You will slowly get acclimated with the skill set I need you to have. That's for the people who are going to be running the bigger things. But if you're going to be running the bigger things, this is really the cost-effective way. Now, Vic,
Right.
what about the idea of making that investment?
Well, you know, for me, I have this thing, and I know people tend to trickle down. They trickle down when they say, I'm about to go out and buy that shirt, those shoes, and you don't even think about it. And you're not going to probably get a good pair of shoes for $35. So I'm going to turn around and say this. How much is it worth for you to invest in your business? Now, and how much is it worth for you to invest in your artists? How much is it worth for you to invest in your management? I always say build a wish list. And the wish list is 2 columns. The column of what you want, the cost you may approximate on it, and then the column of what you're able to do by now or by later. They call that fiscal, going fiscal. In other words, you look at what you can do in quarters. Well, we're in social media and everything else. You can't wait for quarters anymore. You have to be able to look at your money, turn around, and see how you can get the best visual impact put out there, because your competition is bringing constant contact over and over again. So to me, when I hear someone say, well, you know, I'm $35, I'm not sure, or $100, I would say this. How much is it worth? What is your maximum that you will not invest in building your business or marketing and advertising your product? I bet you any money that there are more people out there willing to drop a couple of $1,000s to go master their records, their CDs, whatever, just to get it in production value. But yet, at that point, now they have to figure out how to campaign them. But the couple of $1,000 was a no-brainer. So in other words, the lifestyle you've accepted, because it's part of the indie artist development. Well, social media now is forcing you to do certain things and say, cost it out. You'll find it very cost effective. It's cost affordable. Just trade off some of the things that you do in your lifestyle. You're only going to do it for the moment. The cost is in the initial development, but it's not an ongoing cost. It's a one-time cost you're dealing with per year. So to me, you know, I say if you have to have the conversation of consideration, let me actually sit there and say, if it's $500 a year, I don't know of any entrepreneurs who go, oh, that's way too much. So
you gotta do it.
Yeah, I don't see it the same way. I always say, you know, you plan ahead. You may not have to buy now, but you find ways to get it done. You find ways to show where you do earn revenue, and you will trade off some of your lifestyle. And I know people would like to trade off stuff. There's some people who say, hey, look, I got to go out and spend that $100 weekend, and they got to do it all the time. They say, hey, I wait for my Friday, my Saturday. I want to put out that $100. I want to meet the fellas, get at the bar, toss up some drinks, watch the football game, go spend that $25, $35, $40 on that dinner, ask that one beautiful woman out, do my thing. I said, can you just skip that one time? Just one time. And then come back around to it again.
Well, hey, that's one of the things we talked about here. So this has been the community manager meeting. You know, on the way out, we wanted to give you some inspiration.
Yeah.
And Vic, you know, you've been working with Acapello, the General, at getting some of these little producing pieces and ideas for pieces for his channel, right?
Right.
So I was thinking, why don't we let them see this piece that was done that you have?
Oh, okay. Oh, you got to surprise me. You kind of surprised me. I mean, for me, you know, once we do work, a lot of times I'm ready to move on to the next one. So, you sure you're not going to surprise me with anything like me with hair back like 30 years ago, right?
No, this is Acapello the General.
Okay.
And this is the piece you just did with him.
Oh, okay.
With him and you can set it up.
I can set it up. In other words, you're talking about with Rough Pimpin'?
Yeah, and Bambi.
And Bambi. Okay, just quickly, what we were doing is brainstorming over ideas of how you can sit back and now move towards having what they call a show that has a place to start and to end. So while we're sitting down talking about it, we said, look, why don't we sit down, talk about it amongst the people you work with? And while you're doing that, we'll turn on the camera and let's just have the conversations that you usually don't have around each other. So it became the conversation of, well, let's ask why your artist, Acapello, Bambi, and Rough Pimpin' says, well, do you guys think he performs like Michael Jackson? Do you think he's a real general? We turned it into, here's the example of content you can use that is of value. You don't always have to sing. Sometimes you just have to sell.
Right, so your thing was go ask some of your funny friends to talk about you.
That was it. It was done.
This is one of Vic's ideas.
It was done in a simple one camera. I want to prove it. This is not multiple cameras. This is just sit down, talk, let the audio take you there. And if it's valuable enough, and then you can continue doing this.
So PMC can have artists talk about him in the studio.
Right.
Even if they say crazy stuff, you know, like Stephanie, Mario's an asshole.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That was Stephanie.
See, even it got to a point where, to me, he was going. Acapello was okay. We can stop now, because what happened was it was not a controlled environment where everything you knew you had to say was going to be some surprises.
Right.
And we wanted to build out on that. Now we don't know where it may lead us to. We are looking at other ways. Some ideas have come out of it. It's going to be wonderful. So this is just us sitting in a room.
Here it comes. Yeah, we'll see you guys.
But look,
we'll see you next week.
We're gonna keep this
Peace.
honest as we can, and if you don't answer the questions the way you need to, hey, I want my check.
I'm gonna keep it real.
I want my check.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm gonna keep it real.
okay, you guys know there's no money here, but I'll give you guys the credit.
You thought we was gonna get paid?
Man, I took the bus.
That's because he's my friend.
I took the bus.
Exactly.
You told me we was gonna get some money. You told me we was gonna get some money.
All right, I think we might be starting now.
Baby,
Are we ready? We ready? All right, rolling.
Lights, camera.
All right, I got a question.
What is it?
Okay.
Why, General? Why do you dance like Michael Jackson?
Get your hands off of him.
Man, I can touch the General. I better get paid.
All right, look. Well, I dance like Michael Jackson because, well, you guys already know. Me and Michael have the same birthday.
Yeah?
Ah, you didn't know that?
No, because you lie so much.
That's tight.
No, but really.
So how old is you really?
Yeah, tell me.
26.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's 26?
26.
Oh, okay.
You 26?
So Michael Jackson, you have the same birthday.
That means you was 10 when I was 17.
Back in the days. Yeah, so
I wasn't even born
I
yet.
dance like Michael because, I mean, it's just in the blood. The hip hop, it flows really well.
Michael Jackson's in your blood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the same birthday,
I
man.
need a little of that.
You got that Mike Jack money? Nah.
No, Mike got more money than. All right, I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
Here we go. When I say Acapello the General, what comes to mind?
Cheap bastard.
No. I know what comes to my mind. Gopher. Master Splinter.
No.
It's
You know what?
time.
Honestly, fun. You know, every time we do something with you, we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're very energetic, dude.
We learn a lot.
Like when you be drinking those monsters, I be kind of scared. I be like, I hope this dude heart don't bust, because he be like
I think about
he dancing when he ain't supposed to. You be singing when you ain't supposed to. But look, to be honest though, when it comes to my mind, like a warm, caring person, like for real, you took me out from when I started smoking crack. You like helped me. No, for real, I was like smoking crack, and you used to always.
You
satisfy
do me too.
Yeah, everything. I gets it in.
That's
You
why
know what I'm saying?
that's why I wouldn't mess with you because You was smoking a lot, and I said,
see,
I
fair
can't,
weather friend.
I can't invite this guy in my house.
Yeah, you would
steal all
stole
my
his
shit.
equipment.
That's all good. I only lost 2 teeth in the process, so it's all good. About my kind of holler.
Alright, you got one for me?
Okay, yeah, I got a
what you
good
got?
one. Have you ever been a commander in the armed forces? Since general. That's a good question. Veterans get money. Where the money at?
Alright.
You got some money.
I've never been in the middle in any
Oh
armed
yeah,
force
you know
or
he don't
military.
know it. He ain't never been in there. If he can't say it, if you can't say it, you ain't been there.
Alright.
You know where he got that from? You want me to tell her to see?
No. I'm
Okay,
gonna tell you.
go ahead.
Then I'm gonna let him tell you. In Jamaica, we have a lot of rifles, guns. My dad is like the mafia kingpin, so I'm like the son of the man.
Blah, blah, blah.
So when anything happens,
Blow your brains.
since my dad is older now, they look to me. So, you know, I just make some orders.
And your ass is over here singing.
Right.
You know I want this.
Strap.
You know where I got.
But it doesn't mean that I'm trying to start that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit, the camera's on.
You learn. See?
Hey, look.
And now it's saying,
You know what?
you rolling, they gonna come get you.
Why y'all don't let me talk when I want to talk?
Alright,
I'm
go ahead.
running your mouth.
Go ahead.
Dang, it's my
Who
moment to
is
shout.
rap?
No, but no, this is where I thought you really got that from. You know that commercial is like, for best results, call 1-800-GENERAL now. And I know you watch a lot of TV, so I'm
That's a
like,
little itty bitty white guy.
he's a thief, born thief. For one results, call 1-800-GENERAL now.
It's been fun working with you guys. You guys are hilarious. We've come a long way.
Yeah.
You
I
talking
remember-
about me?
Yeah, because rough, you was hard. I mean, trying to get you to do a white guy, goddamn.
That's not what you told me. When you started this key, he was like, I'm tired of her. Sending the skid around.
If you guys don't know, we all used to stay together, by the way. And, he's talking about when Bambi took my key and lost my key. I was about to kick her out, but I can't kick her
I
out.
didn't lose the key. You had the key in your pocket, bruh.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Set up.
See?
Why they gotta take all
And
the
you was
black?
tired of me.
Bambi,
No.
this is what
didn't
you're
have
doing.
the key.
This is what I want you to do.
Whatever.
Next
All right.
question.
I'm
I got
very
one.
glad
I got
I
one.
ain't in Bambi
I
mode.
got
What's
one.
your question?
Mine is why do either of you like to work with me?
How do we like to work with you? Who says we like that?
I don't like working with
I'm
you.
trying to get my 40 acres in the mule.
Hey,
And
okay.
you seem like you
Hey,
got your
hold
stuff
on.
together.
I like getting in all the clubs for free.
Oh,
we didn't even
yeah.
need ID
Oh my
for
God,
last
I
club.
love
That after hours.
And we saw
that
that
was
girl on the
fun.
phone. I was like, I'm sticking by this dude.
I was in there like 3 months
Remember when we
pregnant.
went to Malibu and he was singing? Like you got
Oh,
me.
yeah,
No,
that was
I
good.
really respect you,
You
man.
love video.
Like for real, I've been wanting to dance. I've been trying to get to be a stripper, but they've been kicking me out because
He
I was too
was- he
skinny.
was on all
But
the
you
bitches.
actually got me a part in there, and once I seen that type of action,
Yeah.
and I was up in the hills, keeping it real, and I had to catch the bus, I was like,
Yeah.
home sweet home.
You was in that
Martha.
video.
Yeah, you see me for 2 seconds.
I got to meet some new friends.
Yeah, I saw that. And what about the girl? Oh, no, that's a whole different
Yeah,
thing.
Rachel. I like working with you because we learn a lot.
Yeah, that
Like
is
about
true,
the
dude.
industry.
You're
Because
like
we
a,
be like,
yeah, you're like a
we be
bear
going
that
out.
used to stay in the house. I be tripping. I be like, dude, is he smoking crack sometime? Because you don't like never
You
come
never
out.
leave the
But
house.
at the same time, when we come to your house, you be having so much stuff for us to do. I be like, man, like if I want to learn something, I will really come to you.
yeah, but
In
it'll
my
take
house.
3-4
Don't ever
days.
come when I'm not at home.
Bring some food and some pajamas.
All right, here's another one. What is your motivation working with, as you know, because you guys work with me? What is the motivation?
You never
behind it?
stop calling.
Yeah. I'm on
You be like, where the hell are you guys? I'm like, man, I'm on the 37. I'm on my way.
my motivation. You made me think about the song. My motivation is really to get paid. Like I ain't got paid since I've been knowing you, man. It's like I stopped even counting the hours. Like you remember, I was like, we gonna
I
get
got
paid. We gonna
paid.
pay us one time.
Hey.
He be paying
Hey, I did get you paid.
Yeah, my motivation
She did a video,
is
I got her paid.
I've done a
She had
lot.
to shake her
I've
booty
done
when she got
music
paid.
videos, but I've been doing that
That ass
stuff.
was
Yeah.
worth something.
I've done like
Oh,
little
so life is
parts
looking
in
good
music
for a change,
videos
huh?
since I was like 16, and the first one that I ever got paid for was the one you got.
But why did she get paid?
She shook that
Because he
ass.
grabbed that
Yeah,
A-ball.
but it was come on.
Come on, baby.
Come on, I got paid though, and I was doing that.
I don't want to
you
hear
know.
it. I'm mad.
I do it for free.
Yeah, for
For
me.
you.
So what? Wait,
Sometimes.
let me ask you a question.
What's
Is that a baby?
Oh yes, this is my baby. We created this baby on your show, on your phone.
The baby is in your house.
You don't remember?
Oh man, when I
He was like, I'm out of here. I'm like, hurry up, turn the lights up, lock the doors.
you guys had a baby at my house.
Man, we made this baby
Look,
at
she
your
was
house.
conceived.
On the green screen, but it wasn't working.
Wow. Wow,
Check her
dude,
out.
that's a baby. That's the
Yeah,
baby.
that's the real
This is
baby.
Eliana. How you doing? Don't wake her up because she's crazy.
That's
Remember
real
all that
pimping. That's the
argument we
real
had?
pimp.
Yeah, this is the real
So,
pimp. I'm gonna
She
turn
do
her
all
into
the
a madam.
pimping.
What's happening now with your money?
I'm still stealing. Talking
We still robbing.
You talking about you got guns?
Unbelievable.
Walk on.
I hope you guys are not getting this, man. This is brilliant. What you got for me?
Okay, I got a question. If you had one choice, which category of entertainment would you prefer? Now, hold on. Your choices are hip hop, pop, R&B, rapping, or being a dancer. Think about this one real hard.
You study long, you study wrong, boy.
I would say,
You know that, right?
damn, reggae and pop.
Why you want
Okay.
pop?
All the money is right there in pop.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't lose. All the money is in pop. So if I can put a reggae texture to the pop,
All
that's
the
where I'm at.
bitches is in pop too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Use my language.
Yeah, white girls
Eliana.
are in pop. Black girls too, but you know.
Yeah. You
You
seen
know.
how them girls at that Chris Brown
I'm scared to
concert?
even say something because I don't want to hear your mouth when I get it.
What? Talking about
That's why I'm
I
just
don't
like,
care.
that's why I'm like
I don't
slowly
care.
shaking my
I don't
eyes,
care.
like, you know, how you
You
know how
look
you
like,
say, you know how you shaking your
that's-
eyes trying to answer the question, like if you seen somebody, a woman getting battered and abused, you want, ma'am, if anything happens to you, and she like, but she looking like,
She's like, no. Save me.
You can comment.
man, I bet I can. No comment.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
I done
Plead
been,
the fifth.
I done been in jail.
Plead the
Hey,
fifth. Plead the
You
fifth.
learned that
Show
from
me the little
him.
rings you got
You
here.
learned that
Now,
from him.
now if
believe
you
it or
think
not.
anybody want to get hit with this, you got me twisted. I ain't got no teeth.
You learned that from him. Patience.
Oh yeah, you do
Because
see
he
this
used to
now.
tell you shut the hell
You know,
up.
this dude actually takes us to church. Now, how many people
Yeah.
takes you to get spiritually healed
Oh,
from
yeah.
all the
You
drama?
did take us to Agape.
Yeah, I
That
know.
was the
Yeah, that
best.
was cool. Even though you was trying to get with the old girl.
He was trying
No,
to
you
shred
fell asleep.
everybody in Agape.
He fell asleep.
Yeah, they had no
Hey,
air
Ruff,
conditioning.
Ruff was sleeping
It's
in the
conditioned
first
I can
10
explain.
minutes.
I can
It's-
explain
hey,
that.
hey,
Explain.
I can explain that. Agape is a place of love. So
Make love,
when you
not
go
war.
inside the church, you want to do nothing but make love. No,
And you
I'm
fell in
joking.
love
I'm
with a
joking. No,
daughter.
no. But you fell asleep in the service, man.
Yeah, I know.
He was sleeping the first 10
Yeah, the
minutes.
first 10 minutes you sleep.
I
So
was
what are you
like,
talking
All I
about?
got to say,
Spiritual
it's
healing.
hot out here for pimp. When
I
you're
was-
trying to stay awake with no heat, with all that heat, it was too much heat. I was like, dude, I was passing out.
It was hot in there.
All right, I think I got one.
Remember, you had to go
No,
wipe
no,
yourself
no.
like 3 times. You was like,
Shut
my
up.
booty sweating.
I was 6 months pregnant. I was 6
Nah,
months
I think you
pregnant.
just got sweaty booty.
All right, here we go. If there's one thing you wish I could change, what would it be?
You pay us.
Yeah. Like, I want to get paid,
Man, we on the
man.
clock right now. Look,
Stop
my
being-
watch is broke. I need
No,
to
no.
do
It's
what?
in the
No,
mail.
but
Like
I
Mario
got
said,
some
it's in the
jury.
mail.
No, let's be
I was
serious,
tight.
though.
It's
If
in the
there's
mail.
one thing I would want to
It's
change
in the
about
mail.
you,
It's in the mail.
it's like, have some gas in your car. Like, dude, you never
Come
have
on,
gas.
dude.
I think he actually.
Come on, dude.
No, I think you learned that.
Come
no,
on,
no, I
Reggie.
called you. I called you the other day,
Reggie,
and I'm like,
come
"Where
on,
you
man.
at?" You're like, "I'm at Magic Mountain."
On camera.
And I'm like, "Okay, well, you at Magic Mountain?" So I call him tomorrow, and I know I'm gonna get a ride. This dude like, I'm like, Acapello, man, pick me up. Your boy is stranded. He's like, it's not the show today, bro. I'm like, you got me. I'm like,
Like, how you got a hybrid and you
I'm like,
ain't got
okay,
no
so I'm
gas?
look, bro, I'm over here. You're like, okay, Ruff, I'm gonna pick you up. You pick me up. I looked at your tank, and I didn't want to look at it like that. I eased over there. It was below 0. You was like, man, time is
It
hard,
was
bro.
under the E.
I'm investing. But look,
What do you
this is
call
one
that?
thing. Change that, man.
E
I
flat.
don't want to get in your car no
E-
more.
E
Like, I'm
flat.
scared.
E flat is what we call it.
Yeah, my boy Easy.
E flat.
Mr. Easy. Mr.
So-
Easy Pump. Because you don't never press it. Hey, give me my prop.
Burn and leave.
But I love you though, man.
So,
He
okay.
ain't gonna call us for a month. We
Yeah,
messing up.
y'all messing up. Y'all
I'm
messing up.
taking
Y'all
it.
spilling the good
That's
beans.
alright.
All right. Do either of you think I would be better off with one girlfriend?
Man, if you got one girl,
I
it's
think
a
you-
wrap.
It seems like you get bored too quick.
Yeah.
Off one girl?
Of one girl, you sing the songs, but singing is different from doing, right?
So how many girls would be best?
How many Ninja Turtles was it? 1, 2, 3.
No, no, really.
Five of them.
You
No,
think you think I can? You guys can
I think
honestly
you
see
need
me settling
one for every
country.
nationality.
No, I know you when we was younger, and when you told me you had a daughter, it behooved me because I'm like, dude,
got
you
a
sing,
kid?
you dance,
Oh yeah.
you 6 feet, and you got a car. Like, who wants the woman in LA? You know what I'm saying? You got the game too. So it's like, I can not see you with one woman, but since you took me to that agape church, I think you're coming to the light. God save this sinner.
That's a good one. All right,
I got a
what you got?
question.
What you got?
What music is the most difficult for you to dance to?
Oh shit, salsa.
It's not in or out of the suede
So that
shoe.
means you ain't slept with no Spanish women.
No,
It's salsa is always in the suede shoes because salsa women, they have this thing about having the right shoes to dance in, but the men have to look fly to them.
Yeah.
But me on the salsa floor, 2 left feet. I mean, I had a girl come and ask me, "Orale, papi, you wanna dance?" And I'm like, "Como te llamas?"
Hey man, you done made me lose my gun, man. You can't be funny. I ain't eating it.
Come on, man.
Put that in
My
your,
bad.
put that
Okay,
behind
keep
your
on, man.
ear.
I like that. I like this. This is like this is a
Really live on the
Okay,
streets.
hola, papi.
Hola, papi.
I used to pick
So,
secrets
I
up.
grabbed her arm, man, and she hit me with a move.
Ooh.
And I was like, yo, I can't do this. That was one. Nah, I can do almost
Was you
anything.
drunk?
No, I don't do
You should have had a drink.
I can do almost anything, but I
Man,
can't
take
salsa.
2 shots of tequila. You can do anything.
I can't salsa. Hey, Hispanic women, I take my hats off because the twirling and shit y'all be doing.
Run
I
that.
mean,
Oh, you,
Orale.
well, let me see you twirl then.
you know how to twirl?
You know how to twirl?
Pay me.
I won't pay you no attention. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the world.
Welcome to my world. No, I'm
Church.
No, I'm paying
I get
him.
paid for
Guys,
that
don't
now.
believe this. None of this shit is
I get
real.
paid for
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, it's real. It's real.
I got a question.
All right. Well,
Okay. What is something that you, as far as your career is concerned,
Mhm.
what is something that was really hard for you to get over? How has it affected you? What was it like anything,
Man,
like
say
a
this
song
with-
you couldn't
No,
finish?
no, this is a serious. This is
Yeah.
real serious. Cause
Yeah,
it made
yeah.
me cry when he told me. Like, I was like,
You know the answer?
no, he don't know the damn.
come on.
See,
No,
I
when
be kicking it
when-
and stuff.
when my-
We
when
be
my-
pillow talking.
when
This
my,
is
no,
supposed to be
I'm
rock,
playing, I'm
baby,
playing.
and
I don't know what you're
acapella.
talking about.
Look, he got serious up.
When my dad,
You
when
ruined
I
my
would
life.
say it was when my dad went to jail and I was staying with a lot of women. I was angry about the situation, but it helped me to become a better man. And so now a lot of my music is about the women. But you guys already know that is strengthening women. And
Oh,
you
that's
know.
tight. So what you want
So
to
we
be?
doing it for the ladies.
Yeah, that's why you don't get
Run
paid.
that.
Oh,
Blah, blah,
honey.
blah.
Yeah.
I see. I'm gonna stay up there.
Okay.
Yeah, don't know.
I think we had enough. You guys in our world. Look.
Okay, let's give him
Well,
one more
he-
question.
No, that's it,
You
man.
No, he guys
I
have
asked
one.
all of the, I asked
No,
a lot of good questions.
That's it, man.
Look, if you had one wish.
If you could shred one person.
See, I thought you said you didn't have no more.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just wondering.
Exactly. Go get your food stamp card and go get my food.
Whatever,
Now
to
check this
feed
out.
your baby.
All right, come on.
No, for real. If you had one wish in the world, what would it be?
On a serious note,
Like, yeah.
it would definitely to change the way we go about music, because I think music has a real positive influence on our youth and even the older generation.
Mm.
So I would change my music, and then I would shred a lot of honeys.
Absolutely.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch up with you guys later.
What's wrong with shredding?
Shredding
Ain't
means
nothing wrong with shredding.
Look, you guys got
Hey,
enough.
protection.
Almost like what is it? MTV
I think
Cribs.
he's trying to get out of questions.
You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of
He's
here.
nervous.
He don't want
Look,
I smell his breath. I
The
smell his
real.
breath.
Get out of here, please.
It's your boy.
Oh, you don't want nobody to know the real acapella.
Yeah.
You're live with Bambi the Stylist, Rough
Rough
Pimpin',
Pimpin',
and Acapella the General. Thank you guys for tuning in to the goddamn hot seat. We'll catch up with you guys
It's hot
next
as
time.
Hey, I
Damn, it's
smell
hot to the
boo-boo.
I smell boo-boo. Yo, link up, yeah?
Hella, this mother.
Life is good, man.